Hello there, it's Abhinav Nirola. I'm back here with my new video. Guys, the ongoing T20I series between India and England is squared up at 1-1 at the moment after the completion of the first two matches of the 5-match T20I series. Let's preview the third T20I. Do like, share and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel as well. On 16th of March 2021, the Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad is going to host this clash. This venue is renowned as the stadium that hosts 160 to 171 T20 encounters, especially because of its humongous boundary dimensions. Do expect the surface to behave very likely to the pitch that was installed last time around. Do expect that amount of moisture to still allow the ball to arrive towards the bat quite easily. The installment of a pitch as such shall not allow pacers to succeed but shall most probably allow batsmen to have a good time due to the natural assistance that spinners usually get in Ahmedabad irrespective of the artificial touch-ups. I am expecting the pitch to help spinners after the first couple of overs. Although the ground dimensions of Ahmedabad are huge, do expect the toss-winning side to opt to field first, specifically due to dew factor, while the toss-winning side has also won the match so far in this series. England: Jason Roy, Josh Buttler wicket-keeper, David Malan, Jonny Bairstow, Eoin Morgan, Ben Stokes, Sam Curran, Adil Rashid, Jofra Archer, Mark Wood and Chris Jordan. Not sure why Wood was dropped last time around in spite of his superficial performance in the first T20I. Tom Curran's records in Asian conditions are absolutely terrible, so I strongly feel that Wood deserves his chance for the remainder of the series, especially because Kishan and Iyer's records against serious pace aren't that good. It's quite amazing to see the likes of Buttler and Malan not score in 2 consecutive matches, so I can sense a big knock coming off from at least one of the 2 T20 superstars. All 11 of them are very much capable of batting quite rapidly. Do expect England to keep playing that attacking brand of cricket in this matchup. Jordan's ongoing form is a bit of concern for England considering that he is England's major death bowler. This pace bowling lineup that contains Curran's form, Jordan's variations, Jofra's thrust and Wood's pace is way too staggering to win matches for England. Wood's comeback shall prove to be a momentum shifter for the star-studded England side. India: Ishan Kishan, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli captain, Suryakumar Yadav, Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant wicket-keeper, Hardik Pandya, Shardul Thakur, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Washington Sundar and Yuzvendra Chahal. As usual, India have already started building another trademark comeback on the back of some rectification in the choice of playing 11. After 2 consecutive low scores, Rahul isn't expected to retain his spot considering that he has a super tough competitor sitting on the bench in the form of Rohit Sharma. I'm expecting Suryakumar to get a chance this time around. This 11 has a big loophole, to be precise. It doesn't contain that all-important 6th bowler. Any injury concern or a bad day for any of the 5 bowlers might cause problems for India. So far, both batsmen and bowlers have been performing their job decently. Kumar is just too underrated as a T20 bowler. I personally consider him as the best T20 bowler alongside Shaheen Shah Afridi in the whole world at the moment. Do expect his presence to even help bowlers like Thakur and Pandya. India, after making a comeback in a series, never tend to look backwards, hence I'm expecting India to pull this match off as well. Take care.